This morning, fire crews have been working to put out a house fire in eastern Jefferson County. Officials with Anchorage Middletown Fire and EMS tell us they were called to Forest Springs Drive in the Anchorage area around 3 this morning. They say everyone in that house was able to get out. Nobody was hurt. In these photos posted by officials, you can see the roof of the house once engulfed in flames. As of now, fire officials are still trying to find out the cause of the fire. As we learn more, we'll update you on air and online.
This morning, 4 of the 5 victims of the I-75 shooting in Laurel County are out of the hospital.
That's according to Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear, who spoke at an update from law enforcement who are still searching for the suspect, Joseph Couch. WHAS11's Ian Hardwitt and photojournalist Emma Gefter show us how the search is now expanding.
On day 6 of the search for Joseph Couch, Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear thanked emergency responders in Laurel County and revealed that most of those shot on I-75 are now going home.
But God was with us even when it was toughest. 4 of the 5 victims have been released from the hospital, and the 5th is expected to survive.
Joining Beshear, the Kentucky State Police Commissioner announced KSP expanded its already vast search area for Couch.
We're still utilizing nighttime aircraft operations with thermal imaging. We have cadaver canines. The FBI has brought in a bloodhound team from Illinois.
Beshear, can you talk about the possibility of adding the Kentucky National Guard as a boots on the ground, extra resources for the search?
This is an individual that we believe is still armed. Would be very difficult to spot. And again, we want to make sure that we don't lose anybody throughout this.
The governor says if KSP asks for the Guard, he'll make sure it happens. I also asked Beshear his thoughts on the police investigation. They say Couch bought the AR-15 shortly before using it in the shooting.
It's a turnaround of just a few hours.
It was in the same day. That's obviously very concerning to me.
Chelsea Binkner worried since her son was at the London travel stop, one exit down from where gunfire rained on I-75. They welcomed other drivers in that night to protect them.
And having to help walk him through what to do with the employees and the customers that were there to get them to safety was a whole lot.
After the shooting, it was the AR-15 in her own husband's hands that made her feel safe again.
I'm sure if you asked anybody that stopped in their feelings on it, they would tell you that they felt safe knowing that he was there offering protection.
While she said business is mostly back to normal at the stop, her mind is on the survivors.
Hopefully, physically and emotionally, their healing is fast.
Now, KSP's commissioner also said if that expanded ground search does not turn up Couch, they're going to expand it again until he's found. In Laurel County, I'm Ian Hardwitt, WHAS 11, on your side.
The manhunt for Couch is now raising questions about Kentucky's gun laws. Police say he bought a weapon just hours before the shooting. Thursday, WHAS 11 spoke with Rose Smith, an advocate for stricter laws. Smith lost her son to gun violence in 2014 and says Kentucky's existing laws are too lenient. She wants to see added measures like universal background checks and waiting periods.
We have some of the weakest gun laws in the country. You get that gun the same day and so much ammunition, and you can go out here and just wreak havoc.
How's that helping anything?
Key Republican Representative Jason Nemes of Middletown says restrictions in the state are tough enough. He also doubts any additional measures would have stopped Couch.
I mean, we can't take everybody's rights away if they've been charged. And if he had other guns that he had purchased legally before, what's the point of making it a delay?
As of now in Kentucky, according to the Giffords Law Center, you can openly carry a gun without a permit. There are no waiting periods, training requirements, or limitations on ammunition. There are also no limits on the types of guns, high-capacity magazines, or bump stocks you can buy. Plus, firearm owners are not required to register their guns.
A middle schooler in southern Indiana is facing charges this morning. He's accused of making threats against 2 schools in Clark County. Jeffersonville police say they say he is a 12-year-old student at Parkview Middle School. They also say they charged him with felony intimidation after connecting him to threats made against both Parkview and River Valley Middle Schools. Investigators are also suggesting prosecutors consider charging 2 other students in connection to the threats.
A Valley Station man is now facing charges in connection to the Labor Day weekend street takeovers. Metro Police arrested 18-year-old Bryce Johnson on Wednesday. His charges include wanton endangerment, reckless driving, and rioting. According to arrest records, officers saw Johnson drifting and doing donuts at 26th and Market. Officers say he was also seen at the Takeover near Iroquois Park with a passenger hanging out of his window. Investigators say Johnson admitted to participating in the takeovers. He's scheduled to appear in court on Monday.
6:07 now. Metro Police need your help tracking down two men who they say assaulted TARC bus drivers. The first happened on August 22nd. They say this man, who's wearing purple, sucker punched the driver in the Nulu area, then ran off. Police say that driver suffered some swelling on his face, but is said to be okay. Then on the 8th of September, police say this man, who was wearing white, punched and spit on a TARC driver. That happened in the area of 5th and Broadway. If you have any information about either of these cases, you can call the tip line at 574-LMPD, and you can also use the online portal.